Welcome to OwlHQ. First of all, I want to thank you for having you as a customer, and this video is going to be the holy grail of the whole system. So before you do anything else or get confused, let's watch this video together. So once you're on your dashboard, which you are already, you're going to click on the manage domains. You'll see that there is nothing listed up here because you haven't added anything. So first thing we want to do is add a domain name. You can add a .net, .us, it doesn't matter, but make sure you do not include the www. That's the whole point. Once you've added the domain, go back to manage domains. Then you should be able to see your domain up here. Click on show code. Now you need to paste this 2 lines of code on the header section of your website. So it doesn't matter what kind of site you have. You could have a WordPress, Joomla, or a normal HTML, or just a PHP site. It doesn't matter. It's gonna have a header, so you're gonna paste this code on the header. If you have a WordPress site, I actually have a guide on how to install it on WordPress. You can visit our website at goyrigroup.com, and then up there click on knowledge base, OwlHQ, how to install tracking on the WordPress. This has step-by-step instructions. So once you've added the code, go back to track. Now you should be able to see a screenshot of your website right here. Now you can click on your website. The first thing you're gonna see is this little pop-up up here. This is a recording of each of the visitors on your website. So let's click on this little button on the top. Once you click on this one, you can actually change how long do you want the tracking to record the interaction. Right now it's just 300 seconds, but you can record it up to almost 1500 seconds, which is pretty good. So if you click on play, it's gonna play the interaction of the user. That's pretty basic. You got your couple other functions up here in your heat maps. But note that if you add the system today, the data is going to be really bad because it doesn't have a really good sample. So allow the website, the tracking system, to actually track for up to 2 to 3 weeks, so it has a good sample. Then your report is really reliable on the customization. You can add as many domains as you like from the add domain menu. So that was your main feature of the whole system right here. Main feature. We looked at that. Now let's look at rest of the systems. On the left, we have a lead manager. You're going to click on add. If it's a new company or a new individual, just put new company. You're going to type their information up and then click on add a lead. Once you do that, it's actually going to appear up here. And then next time you have someone, your old client, you're going to click on this. It's going to pull up their data automatically. Just put in build a new website, the prices, the chances, and some notes up here. Once you click add a new lead, it's going to go back to your system right here. Let me show you a really cool feature. So once you have a lead up there, you're going to click on one of your leads. You're going to actually add new notes, got job done, logins. It's up to you. Now let's take a look at our pop-up system. Our pop-up system is actually really cool. It's really smart. Let me show you how it actually works. You're going to click on add pop-up. Make sure you name your pop-up right here. Then click on this option. This option is, I recommend fixed position because that's gonna help you get more opt-ins and clicks. Then this is basically a design aspect of the whole system. You'll need to play around with it a bit. Then event handler is actually really cool too. You're gonna click on fade in, show, it's up to you. the event handler, what it's asking you is when do you actually want the system to pop up those pop-ups. Do you want it to show up, when the page loads? When they're about to leave, you can add an exit message saying, hey, don't leave, right? Or you can click on try to leave a page. If you do this, then look at my mouse. If I go to my mouse like this on the near my X button, it's actually gonna show up the pop-up. So it'll only do that if someone is about to close the website down. And you can add as many pop-ups as you like. Let's take a look. And this is your closing. And this is your scroll. So it's on scroll. If you put up top, and when someone's at the bottom of your site and then they're trying to go back, then it's gonna do a pop-up. If you do bottom, then when someone's going, scrolling down on your site, then that's when they'll see the pop-up. The custom is a little bit advanced, but it's really cool. Target by ID or class. So for example, let me show you. So on our OwlHQ website, we have this pricing table, right? Let's click on view source. Let's find pricing. So that's our pricing tag. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, the section ID is called pricing, right? So what I would do is I would get back up here. I would click on ID. I would click on pricing or features. It's up to you. Let me put prices. Pricing is my ID. Now, do you want the pop-up to show up when people actually click on the pricing? No. I want it to show up when people are actually, scrolling down, and then when they're up here, I want it to say, hey, some kind of message. So I'll click on mouse over. So this pop-up will actually only work when someone is, scrolling down and then they are at the pricing level. If they're up here, then it's going to do the pop-up. So this is a pricing ID, and this one up here would be the features ID. So to look up the ID, you're just gonna right click on your site and then look it up. It's gonna say section ID. That's gonna be your ID basically. But if you do get confused, we're here to help. So just leave us a message, and then we'll actually find the ID for you if you really need it. So smart settings. Let's take a look at this. So smart setting is actually, do you want the pop-up to show up for both registered and unregistered? So if you have a forum or some kind of membership site, do you want the pop-up to show up only for unregistered customer or registered customer? It uses something called session in PHP. So you don't need to worry about that, but just know that. Now this one is first time visit. So if you click on this one, this pop-up will only show up once in the whole lifetime of that person when they're coming to your website. That's the whole goal of it. So how you would use it is for example, when they're on your site for the first time and you want to get them to like your Facebook fan page, and this is a good idea. Has commented, has not commented, same thing just like the registered users. This one up here is actually, you can schedule the pop-ups to show up depending on the time zone, time, and the dates. You can select your time zones up here. This will actually allow you to schedule your pop-up. So I can actually schedule my pop-ups for December, 25th, saying, Merry Christmas, it's time to buy the system, or something like that, right? And then you can end it whenever you like. It says repeat. Do you want this pop-up to repeat every day, or just the weekend? So if we put in let's change this to this. It's a random date. If I change it to this, if I click on daily, it's going to do the pop-up daily at about that time. Right here, the time is right here. You can actually set up the time. Or what you can do is you can set this campaign up, then you can do just the weekdays or the weekend. It's up to you. Now the close button, I got you a variety of buttons up here. You can actually disable your buttons if you like. Where do you want the button? This is very basic. disable the cutout if you want to. Now the content part. The content part is actually really easy. You can add a background image if you like. Do you want it to repeat? Usually it's going to be no repeat if you're adding a decent nice image. How do you want the background to be up there? If you're not adding a background, you can actually select a color. Border color. Then how do you how the width and the radius of your borders. So once you have that taken care of, now it's time to add content. Let me give you a few examples so it makes more sense. Let's say you're adding this video. You would add a YouTube link, Vimeo link right here. If you want it to autoplay, click on this. Controls, right now by default, for a YouTube video or a Vimeo video, any kind of video, by default it's going to disable the controls, meaning that people will not be able to pause the video or stop the video. The play button is stop, pause, it's going to go away. But if you do click on this one, it's going to show up the controls. The loop is once the video has reached its end, do you want it to play again or no? It's up to you. Auto hide annotation for YouTube, that's up to you. Iframe is really cool. You can, if you have a page that you want to load, you can actually put up a link of the page, then it'll just load that up. Iframe for anything basically, not just a normal page. HTML, how you would use this. So you're going to click on source. As you can see, there's nothing here right now. Let's say we wanted to add an opt-in form. So once you get your opt-in form from MailChimp or Constant Contact, your email provider, you would actually just paste it up here. Or if you have a Facebook fan page thing that you box where you want people to click on like, then you put up the code up here. So if you click on source, it's going to do the code. So you can put up any kind of HTML code. It's basically really normal. You can add designs, CSS to make it pretty. It's up to you. If you don't care about any of that stuff, you can actually type up your content, which is, it's going to look basic and generic, but it's up to you. Once you click save, now go back to manage pop-ups. Your pop-up is going to be up here. You're going to copy this code. I recommend you copy it on the header, but it's up to you. It doesn't really matter with this one. Once the pop-up is up and running, you can actually make the changes to the pop-up without changing the code. You're going to click on edit. So you'd basically make the changes you want to make it up here, then save it, and that's it. Simple. Manage pop-ups. You can delete your pop-ups. You can see the visitor tabs is not working when I'm doing this video, but it will be working. The widgets tab is work. It'll tell you how many widgets has the pop-up gotten till now. So that was it for the pop-ups. Let's move on to the next exciting feature. The next feature we have is the fire timer. Let me show you what the timer actually looks like. The design is optional. You can use different designs. It's the sale ends in, best offer, the timer, the price, the buy now button. Everything is automatic. Let's take a look at it. Go back to your dashboard. Click on add a timer. Click on add a timer. Your prefix, sale ends in or offer ends in. This will show up here. Then just call it whatever you want to call it. When do you want the offer to end? You can actually make sure you can target it by the date as well. Let's say our first price is let's say $20. $sign or euro sign, it's up to you. Then here you're gonna put the link payment. For demo, I'm just gonna put this random link. So when people click on the link, it's gonna go to this link. So this has to be your PayPal link or your some kind of card system. right here you can actually add as many prices as you like. You can add a different price, so I can add a price of $10, and then link to your $10 payment. Then up here it says hour before expiry. So if I put in 5, so this offer right here is going to, it's gonna say $20, but when there's 5 hours remaining, the price is gonna go down to $10. You can add as many prices as you like. The next price, you could actually make it really expensive if you like. You can call it $30 for the pizza. Link to the system. You don't actually have to add hours before expiry if you want to use it a pricing point for your price optimizer, which I'll talk about now. But you can add a payment link. You don't have to add, if you don't add this, it's not gonna work. It will only work when you're optimizing the prices. So once you're done with that, it says should the counter reset after time says expire says, or do you want to say offer expired? So what that basically means is on here after 24 hours, do you want this offer to expire or do you want it to reset it to another 24 hours? If that makes sense. That's a basic sales strategy. So that's that. And now it says optimize prices. Note that this is optional. You don't have to use it. Let's click optimize price. Now what's going to happen is actually when this timer goes live, depending on the data points, for example, let's say a visitor has been to Papa John's website and then he has been buying pizzas for, let's say, $9. Then he's on your website. If you show him the price for $20, he's not gonna buy a pizza from your site if it's for $20 if he can get it for $9 or $10, right? So if you click on optimize price, our system is gonna know that. It's gonna know his patterns and using the data points and his previous purchase history on the cookies. So the price will actually change to $10, not $20, because the data points has said this guy is not going to buy the pizza for $20. He's gonna buy it for $10. That he's most likely to buy it for $10. If we had a client who has a really high purchase history of high-end pizzas and he uses a lot of different toppings and then his total is more $40, $50, then the $30 price would actually show up for him because he's more likely to buy it even if it's expensive product. If you have any questions regarding this the price optimizer, you can actually go back to our website and then click on optimize pricing, because this video has much more detailed information about how it actually works. Okay, next. That's the optimized price. Here, this is a message you can add, best sale ever, whatever you want to add. This is gonna go up here. This is just a message. You can add as many messages as you like. If you add a different line, it's just gonna rotate itself. So if we add best offer ever, nice offer, cool offer, so that's gonna rotate randomly. Right now I have 4 designs when I'm doing the demo, but we're gonna add more designs up here for you. Now next, the live chat system. Let's take a look. When you click on this one, as you can see, it says Bob up here. That's me right here. I was just testing with the system. Bob right here. So to get this activated, here's what you're going to do. You're going to click on Manage Operators, Show Hide Code. So you will need to paste this code on your website on the header. Once you paste it, something like this is going to show up on the right corner of your site. Right now I'm live, so it's saying talk to us, but if you're offline, it's going to say contact us and the email is going to go to your account holder email. Let's go back to live chat. So Bob is right there. Let's send him a message. So when you send a message, it's just gonna go straight to the system right here. And when someone sends you a message, the system is gonna make a noise, ding ding, like a noise, so you know someone is messaging you. Now you can click on add an operator. So adding an operator is really easy. Username, email address, and a password. Once you click save, let's actually try one. 12AB. So I'm creating a new operator. The operators do not have access to the rest of the system. They only have access to your chat system. So if you have a bunch of employees, you can actually give them access to just the chat. So let's log into the chat system. Like I said, this person only has access to the live chat system. Let's get back on our regular account. I have covered all of the system. The only thing that I haven't covered up here is the Power Headline plugin. Power Headline plugin, in a couple of days, you don't see it on the left right now, but by the time you watch this video, you'll see a plugin tab up here. You're gonna click on that one. It's gonna take you to a page like this. You just gotta request a license code. So that's it. That's the only thing you actually have to ask to download. But everything else is 100% automatic, and it can be managed from this dashboard right here. Also wanted to let you know that the whole system is mobile optimized, so you can actually carry this around on your phone, so you can provide support, track your progress, add domains, manage your pop-ups, everything. If you have any questions, click on support right here, click on your client area, and then you can actually ask us any questions that you might have. Thank you, and I look forward to helping you grow as a customer. If you have any work for us, development wise, software wise, just let us know. Thank you.